So I have a small collection of hand planes that I use quite a bit for different things, and right now they kind of find a home in drawers and out of the way, but I'd like to get them out and have them hanging on the wall within arm's reach, and also they just look better on the wall. So I made one of these holders as a test piece to hold a plane on the wall. This is number 6 4-plane, and it's pretty big and heavy, and this design works pretty well. It's actually based on a video I watched by Matthias Wandel, where he makes one just like this that doesn't involve a ramp system whatsoever, where the plane is tilted this way, which would seem like you need because the center of gravity of the plane, if you had it vertical, would seem to want to make it fall off the wall and be a bit precarious. And this is perfectly vertical, but it actually works quite well because this space up here with this piece of wood, the nose of the plane grabs onto this because this plane center of gravity makes it want to lean backwards. So it engages this, and all that does is it makes the bottom rotate in and go further into this bare shelf at the bottom here. The only modification I did was I added a small groove here to help catch the back end of the plane. And I have to say, it works really nicely. So I'm going to make 5 or 6 more for my remaining Stanley planes, and next I'll do the number 5 jack plane, which is very common, and this will be a video about that. A number 5 is 14 inches long by 2 7/16 inch wide. So I'll make the base of this thing that goes against the wall at least 1/8 of an inch longer than the sole of the plane, and 1/16, maybe 1/8 of an inch wider than the sole. Alright, now I just need to make the sides, and they just need to be 3/4 of an inch and 3/4 of an inch longer than the base, so 1.5 inches overall, times 2 of them. Next it needs the bottom ledge piece that the plane sits on when it's vertical. Another piece for right here at the top, and then the piece that goes right here that catches the nose of the plane from falling backwards off the wall like that. Okay, that's really all the pieces that makes this whole thing up. The bottom ledge, these top 2 pieces, which catch the top of the plane like that, and the 2 side pieces in the bottom. So next I'm going to trace the rough outline of the cheeks of the plane, and then also just use the table saw to cut a groove into the bottom piece here to make a little ledge for the base of the or the back of the plane to catch onto. Okay, so that's the rough shape right there. Now I'll just cut it out on the bandsaw, and then I can use that to trace the other side and cut that out. I just want to make sure this thing is fitting correctly before I do any more work here, and especially before I glue it up, so I'll try this with clamps and see how it goes. This is the groove I mentioned. Okay, a couple 2-inch drywall screws and it's ready to go on the tool wall. And it works. Definitely not going to be on the cover of any woodworking magazine, but it was quick and easy and cheap. Well, practically free. And the plane looks a lot better there than it did in a drawer, and it's a lot easier to find. So, thanks for watching.